Hey, good to see you again. Where did you expect to find me? None other than in a cemetery. You know how I love to ramble through the places. This one happens to be Evergreens Cemetery here in Brooklyn, New York. Perfect timing. We're close to somebody well worth talking about. A notable, as we say. Who's that? Bill Bojangles Robinson, who is considered the tap dancing pioneer to Hollywood. We've all heard of Fred Astaire and Gene Kelly and Savon Glover, but Bill Bojangles Robinson set the stage for all those Hollywood greats. He was born in May of 1877. By the age of 6, he was hoofing it in beer gardens. In his teens, he was performing for traveling vaudeville. And in his 20s, he was already showcasing and headlining at the Cotton Club for none other than Cab Calloway. Bill Bojangles Robinson's signature was the sound that his particular tap shoes made. Particular shoes? Yes, they were wooden taps, not metal. Another thing he was noted for was his smile, his broad smile. So much so that his nickname in Hollywood was the Man with the Smile. His most famous number was the stair dance. The stair dance is where he actually tap danced up and down a staircase, effortlessly. The number was so popular and so known that he performed it with the #1 box office draw at the time, mop top, Shirley Temple, in the film The Little Colonel. Bill Bojangles Robinson was not shy. He loved the public and he loved publicity. On his 61st birthday, he decided to dance 61 blocks down Broadway in New York City. Bill Bojangles Robinson, though, was an oh-too-common story in Hollywood. He died, even though he earned millions, he died penniless. And upon his death, his longtime friend and TV show host, Ed Sullivan, arranged and paid for the funeral. As far as his plot and the stone and the plaque that is adjoined to it, that was paid for by none other than Shirley Temple. The plot is nice, it's well maintained, as you can see. There are flowers. Take notice of course, the stones that are left, which once again, very common thing in most cemeteries, where people pay homage by leaving a stone atop the headstone to remind us of their visit. It's a beautiful bronze plaque in relief, of course. And of course, here you see a medallion or a image of Bill Bojangles Robinson. I love this, danced his way into the hearts of millions, which he did do. And then underneath, an example of his personality and the way about him, with malice toward none, with clarity for all, a quote from Abraham Lincoln. Cemeteries are just so interesting and chock full of wonderful stories and personalities. And I find nothing more fulfilling than bringing these people to you. I am so grateful for your time, and I look very forward to bringing you more. See you then.